Most people aren't failing. They're just stuck, living a life they never really chose. A life full of routines that don't lead anywhere. They call it normal, but deep down, they hate it. It doesn't feel bad enough to leave, but it never feels good enough to grow. That's what mediocrity looks like. And the worst part? You get used to it. You're not failing, you're settling. Let's be honest. You wake up, go through the motions, scroll your phone, complain about life, then do it all again tomorrow. You are wasting your life slowly. You don't move because you don't feel like you're in pain. But you are. It's just a slow kind of pain. The kind that shows up as regret when you're older. The kind that makes you wonder, what if I actually try? Life doesn't reward you for what you dreamed about. Life rewards you based on what you dared to act on. You have to make your decision fast.
A lot of us, mediocrity is everywhere right now. And we're all trying to find an easy way out. And we're judging ourselves. Let's say there's 10 people in this room and we're all mediocre. But I'm the best of the mediocre people. I now think I'm great. I'm great. We surround ourselves around people that make us feel great. They tell us what we want to hear. The second we put ourselves amongst the uncommon people, we don't like that feeling. That challenging feeling of that person who's waking up at 3:30 in the morning and say, hey, put your shit on, we're going for a run. We don't like that challenge. We like that person who says, hey, you know what, man, I don't feel good today, man. And they say, oh, it's okay, brother.
Comfort feels good, but it's holding you back. You think you're okay because nothing's falling apart, but nothing's getting better either. Comfort feels safe, but it also keeps you still. It's the reason you say, I'll start next week. I'm still figuring it out. I'm just trying to find balance. But weeks turn into months, and your goals turn into dreams you never touch again.
Was that if you were going to mess around with very complicated and dangerous matters, that's a good way of putting it, that you should really put your life together. And so I would say the right way to deal with your neuroticism is to increase your conscientiousness, because we also know that the higher your conscientiousness, the lower your neuroticism. Conscientiousness does seem to keep neuroticism in check. And so I would say, and have said this to many people, clean your room, organize your life, like get a routine, get up every day at the same time, go to bed at the same time, establish disciplined habits.
You used to want more. Remember that version of you who believed in something bigger? The one who said, I'm meant to do something great. I want to change the story of my family. I want to be the head of the table. I want to be celebrated. Where did they go? What happened to the fire, to hunger, the dream, to the version of you that didn't settle? You didn't lose your potential. You just stopped pursuing it. You let comfort creep in. You chose later instead of now, easy instead of effort. And little by little, you drifted. Not because you weren't capable, but because you stopped showing up for the life you once dreamed of. But here's the truth. That version of you is still there, buried, waiting for you to stop making excuses, waiting for you to remember why you started, waiting for you to want more again. Because life doesn't reward your intentions, it rewards your actions. So stop drifting, start rising. The clock is ticking. And your greatness is still possible, but only if you fight for it. Mediocrity doesn't feel like failure. It feels like nothing. That's the trap. You're not broken. You're not suffering. You're just tired, stuck, bored, numb. You go through your day and it all feels gray. Not terrible, but not alive either. You eat, you scroll, you chill. But none of it makes you proud. That's mediocrity, not pain, but the slow death of your potential.
That most men live lives of quiet desperation. It's one of my favorite quotes ever because it's true. And I've been that guy.
Oh my God.
You're just in this world where you just can't wait to just run away.
And how do people get stuck there? How do you think they get stuck there?
Bills.
Bills, like financial bills?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
That's
Bills and commitment.
You know what you should do, but you don't do it. You've watched the videos, read the quotes, heard all the advice. But what do you do after that? You go back to your comfort. Back to the habits you said you'd quit. Back to the life you swore would change next month. You think you need more motivation. But what you really need is to stop lying to yourself. Your excuses are what's holding you down. Let's be real. I don't have time. I'm tired. I'll start when I feel ready. You've said those lines so many times. You believe them now. But they're lies. The truth is, you don't need more time. You just need to stop wasting it. You're not tired. You're drained from doing things that don't matter. And you'll never feel fully ready. That's why you start anyway.
You will never feel ready to do things that scare you. You will never feel ready to take that leap. This is where the 5-second rule comes in super handy. So if you are constantly procrastinating, you probably have a bias towards thinking, and you can use the 5-second rule to literally push yourself to take action. All you're going to do is count backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Counting backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, requires you to focus. This is a starting ritual that interrupts the patterns of overthinking, of fear, of anxiety, of procrastination. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, move. And here's the real secret to this. The second you started counting, you actually made a decision to change.
You think you need more motivation, but what you really need is to stop lying to yourself. You're not stuck. You're just scared. You're not stuck because life is hard. You're stuck because you're scared to leave what's easy. Growth is uncomfortable. Discipline hurts. Changing your life will require you to let go of things you've clung to for years. But comfort won't carry you to the future you want. It's not supposed to. The world won't wait, and you shouldn't either. Time doesn't care how you feel. It moves, with or without you. And every day you wait, you lose a little more of who you could have been. Stop thinking you have forever. You don't. People spend their whole lives getting ready and die with regret still sitting in their chest. You don't want that. Not if you're still reading this. Not if something in your heart still wants more. The people you admire aren't better than you. They're not smarter, not more special, not born lucky. They just did the work. They got up early. They failed and came back again. They stopped waiting and started building. That's it. You're not less than them. You just haven't started yet, but you can. It's not too late, but it is time. You've wasted time. Yes, we all have, but that's no excuse to waste more. You don't have to do everything today. You just have to stop doing nothing. You don't have to fix everything at once. You just have to stop pretending tomorrow will fix it for you. The life you want is waiting, but it won't wait forever. Decide who you're going to be. Every day, you choose. You either stay the same or you rise. You either stay average or you fight for something more. You either keep making excuses or you change everything. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to show up. Every day, every time it's hard. Time waits for nobody. Every time your mind says quit, you push back once more. Because that's how change happens. Not through big speeches, but through small choices, over and over again. Ask yourself this: if you keep living the way you are now, where will you be in 1 year? In 5 years? Will you be proud of how you spent your time? Or will you be haunted by everything you didn't do? Because the truth is, your future is being built right now, with every choice you make, with every habit you keep, every time you say, not today. Stop waiting for a sign. This is it. This is your wake-up call. This is your line in the sand. You can stay where you are, numb, average, bored, and call it life. Or you can burn it down and start building the version of you that's been trapped inside too long. The one who was made for more. The one who doesn't settle. The one who fights, even when it's hard. You already know what to do. Now do it. Don't wait for anybody. Your success is determined by your actions. If this spoke to you, leave a comment. Tell us, what have you done tolerating in your life? And if you're ready to stop living small, subscribe. We're not here to make you feel good. We're here to make you change.